Hello, Chris Cartea here, and today we're going to show you how to make one of my best and favorite things to make. Anyway, everybody knows about my crazy retaliators. I have like 5 of them. This is the Super Veloce 2nd generation retaliator, otherwise known as the Ultra, for example. This gun can shoot a Nerf dart with a 14 grain 22 caliber pellet inside of it, 130 feet. That's insane. However, it is tricky. It is a dual spring design, which required me to put a big, huge, hardened stainless steel washer inside of here. 2 mainsprings, which you have to keep them from crashing into each other or it slows it down. And I had to punch the restrictor. On top of that, there is, if you see those spirals in there, those are bevels inside, which are actually, it's actually a suppressor. There's a barrel that is the size of a normal Retaliator barrel in here to actually make it go, more stable. Does it work? Works pretty well. It works extremely well. But you have to be a madman throwing this around, and not only that, but that cocking effort's really hard, and everything else. Sometimes what you find when you're modding guns is that your best might have been your first, given some experience. So, Christmas is around the corner. I decided I'm going to make my dad a modded Nerf Super Retaliator. But not just any Super Retaliator. A Super Retaliator with one of these in it. That's right. Orange Modworks Unleashed Solid Retaliator Kit, Stage 1. And to put the metal trigger steer in here, the reinforcement, and the 5 kilo springs. So, we're going to take the Retaliator box, this brand new Retaliator. I'm making my brand new Retaliator. Okay. Aren't I the nicest kid in the world? And we're replacing the 12er because I want it for my Hailfire, and I want him to have something more than the 12er with this 18, and I'm leaving the 12 darts in here in the box, so he has 30 darts. Aren't I a great son? Aren't I great? Aren't I wonderful? Anywho, let's see here. First off, take your favorite cutting device, slice it, and there it is. It is cut. It is cut. It is open. We have all these parts in here. We only have to be worried about one right now, and that's the main body. This one right here, the main shell. Draw a simple cut and dry Nerf Retaliator. Alright. So what you do is simple. The nice thing about this gun is that it comes apart with one type of screwdriver. You don't need 2 types of screws. There isn't like the big screws and the small screws. Oh, this one doesn't shake. It's a little tight. And thing is always have with this gun when you're putting it back together, and I have put together tons of Retaliators and Recons in my day, at least 4 dozen, at least. For friends, for myself, I've taken these apart hundreds of times. So heed my advice. First off, when you are about to dry fire the gun, do not do it if you have the air restrictor not in there. Never dry fire the gun, period. If you're doing like this, you got 2.5 kilograms, that's fine. But once you get up in the 10 kilogram range on these guns, don't do it. You're just crashing everything. Air's going to blow by the seals. It's going to wreck the gun. Second, when you do fire the gun, test fire the gun, make sure this cap is on. What it is doing is keeping this mainspring housing and tightening it. This is a mainspring housing. One thing I like to do on my mainspring housings, and maybe you notice this is why I brought this one out, is I like to cut off this part right here. Because if this is off, you have the peg that's sticking out here, it tells you when it is cocked and when it is not. So on a gun you don't want to dry fire, there it is. A Super does not have the air restrictor removed. It actually keeps it. It actually, in 5 kilograms, makes it go farther. And to be honest with you, even the difference between Super Veloce and Ultra Retaliator is maybe 10 feet on each, maybe a couple degrees less arch. It's not really that much. The leap from a Retaliator to Super Retaliator is huge. So I took off the 2 main screws, okay? let me show you a real easy way. You just want to bring something up to super real quick. Okay, you release the mainspring housing. Okay, release the mainspring housing, and then this is the quick fix. Okay, and then you release the one on the grip here and the one here, and you widen it. Now watch this. You grab the spring. Okay, you widen this out. You grab the spring, and you simply yank the spring out of there. It just takes a little bit of practice, and it takes a regular screwdriver to do it. Okay, and you just take it, pry it, was being tricky for some reason. Okay. Okay, you get a coil out of there. And you work the coil out. Okay, you got a full coil. Alright? Watch this. Out with the 2.5 kilograms. This is a real easy way to do 5 kilograms. But it's not the way I like to do it, because I like to change out the lockups and everything. So if you want to really do it cut and dry and simple, and in with the 5 kilogram orange modwork spring. Watch this. Watch how easy this is. Boom. Twist it back in there. It's going to land on the plunger, so make sure it's on the plunger. There really isn't nothing else left hitting there. So once again, you get to about 2 coils, and then you just, and this getting this in is a little tricky, because it's a thicker wire spring you pushed in there. Voila! There it is. Watch this. Watch this. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed. Okay? So the next video is going to be the full-out Super Veloce video. Okay? I'm sorry, not Super Veloce. Super Retaliator video. What are the specs? Look on my webpage. My first post actually explains the difference between all the ranks. What's a Super Retaliator? What's a Super Veloce? What's an Ultra Retaliator? This is a Super Plus. It's going to have the orange modwork parts in it. Now watch this, dude. Watch this. See that cabinet right there? See it? It cocks, it locks, it fires. See that? Did you see that? I just modified this to 5 kilograms by dropping, and I forgot these 2 screws right here. Now I could put this back in, and this would be running. This would work great. My current Super Retaliator that I have in there is like that, and I decided one day to redo the whole thing to do it, and that's when I made the Super Veloce, also to shoot weighted darts. But truth be told, this is the Uber method of doing it. Just like duct taping a certain latch that keeps the strife from firing, you know, that's sort of Uber. So there is the Uber way of doing it. And you can do it far, and you should know about it, because what if you gotta make a super out of nowhere? Ooh, look at that. Okay. But we could do better. Peace out.